get a few like I didn't have followers or anything like that, but I had like friends and families would like get on, chat with me, and do a donation. Uh, Most of them are not even gamers, so they'd be watching me play like World of Warcraft. I think I got on a Water Strider mount, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't know what's happening. We saw you turn into a spider." It's like, no, no, that was my mount. But my daughter will actually get on tonight when I'm doing World of Warcraft later. So I'll probably do some playing with her. Um, so that is so cool that your brother's been doing Extra Life. So um, you'll have to. Does he still do it? Like, does he streaming and stuff? Like, I should probably give him a follow then. Oh, I'm gonna do. Let's see. In at least in my chat, I'm gonna do shout outs. Obviously, a lot of people already know Muse's Touch because she's here. And Pun Expected was on earlier. I think he's still lurking. So let me give a shout out to Pun Expected. And let's see. Yep. So yeah, so Pun Expected was on a little earlier. So you gotta remind me, because I showed some of the Kingdom Death models that we worked on. And some of them were ones that he gave to me. So so yeah, it's like, oh yeah, next time we go to Captain Con, bring those models because I'd love to see them in person. So I got to remember to do that. So I told him when we get closer to Captain Con, remind me to bring them. So yeah, so today I'll be working on. Actually, I might switch over because like if you're working on your Cloud Giant, because Chiyohime is getting close to done. And I can always work on her tomorrow night too. Um, I do want to show off. I did do some shading in the freehand on the flowers. Oh, I got to switch to my multi-stream. Hold on. Where's my multi-stream? And now I got to turn on my other Windows sources. Let's see. One of these is already set for you, so it was. There it is. Muse's Touch. Thanks, Alley Cat. Yeah, this was the one. If I had made it to Barhammer, I would have brought this to Barhammer. There's a chance. Maybe I'll either bring it to the next one. Um, I may bring it to Captain Con. I still want to do the NMM a little bit on the to give the bowl. I realized I didn't paint the bowl at all. It's just the color I primed it in. So I'm gonna need to work on that a little bit. Um, and I oh yeah, I may put in a freehand pattern on the fan. It'll be a simpler one than I originally envisioned because in the box art or the painting, the illustrations from the rule book, that she's got like a little oni face along with like a floral pattern on that fan. I tried to test paint some oni patterns just on a piece of paper, and I couldn't come up with anything that I could actually paint that would remotely look like an oni that wasn't like a smiley face or a derpy style illustration. Uh-oh, hold on. I think I'm doubling up. So I'm not sure how we did this in the past, but my voice might be coming through your speakers a second time. But this hasn't happened when we did the co-streaming before, so all right. So yeah, I think the only thing I really have to do is I may just do like a branch of a cherry blossom or so, a cherry branch with a few very simple blossoms on it because the plain red fan I think is not enough. So I do want to do something
All right, I'm here.
there. Hey,
I'm
awesome.
here. So I'm finally ready. As I always write something at the beginning of my streams that says, "As put paint on miniatures somewhere." I always warn people I'm about to come on. So wait, do you not? Do you want? Do we want music? You don't have any music, so
Yeah, because I don't have yeah, I used to, the only thing I'd ever used was Streamlabs music, which is a bummer they got rid of because it was
I'm
really
so
easy.
mad. Yeah, I'm so mad at that. I went to Pretzel and I bought a friggin' subscription so I can have
Uh,
whatever. It would be good during they even have holiday music and such. Wow, they have a lot of channels. What do we want? What do we want? What are we in the mood for music? What are you in the mood for? You know,
I'm good with anything, so
that's not helpful. We got. I'm not gonna read all the channels. I mean, wow, I don't even think I go through all the channels. There's EDM, there's Epic. That's what I usually. That's a lot of my go-to.
oh, hey,
Folk.
I got Megan from Boston Children's Hospital
Oh,
in my chat, so welcome in. And
that's
again,
awesome.
and Megan, one of the chatters, Alley Cat, she's in the chat. She said her brother's been doing Extra Life for what, like 14 years or something. So that was pretty cool too. And again, I'm gonna put this on just as a reminder for anyone listening. I am on this weekend, all weekend, for Extra Life Game Day. I'm raising money for Children's Health, specifically Boston Children's Hospital. The donations are used for various purposes, including helping families that can't afford treatments to to pay for treatments, but it also goes towards funding R&D, equipment upgrades, especially specialized equipment that's required for natal and neonatal and pediatric care. I think some of it goes towards programs for the kids when they're in the hospital, so things like entertainment, activities for them to do while they're on potentially extended stays, especially if they're they require
Sorry.
a lot of treatment. Part goes to, I think, education as well. So it's a really good cause. I'm going to put up the link again. Um, Life.
Please do.
Please, yeah, please check out that link. That is my fundraising page, and you can use the fundraising page to make a donation. Um, and Also, if you're on my Twitch, one of my panels has a button that also links to the page, and you can make a donation there. So definitely a really good cause. The fundraising has gone on all year, but this weekend is a special game day weekend where everyone's doing marathon streams to raise as much money as we can during this weekend. Let's
Oh,
see.
that's right. I've got stuff in my bag here. Hey, I got a sneak peek of a new mini.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, I actually
cool.
have two. Actually, it's funny. I have the other one. I had the dog for Total Con. It was a dog in a dragon outfit on a pile of loot. Well, I also have the Rising Phoenix one, which is
Oh,
this really
wow.
cool, like Phoenix Knight. So I started that. I have to get that done by the 16th.
Oh, cool.
was the first thing that's sitting there by kind of precariously in my bag, so I had to snag it out. I need my
Yeah.
brushes.
Yeah, so I'm working on Chiyohime from Eldfall Chronicles Northern Wind. Although I may, since Carol's probably also working on her Cloud Giant, maybe it's time I spend some more time on Cloud Giant. I did actually do a little bit of work on the Cloud Giant, but it didn't come out too well, so I got to redo it. I was trying to do the NMM on her headpiece, and that's the toughest thing I have with NMM is when I have a flat vertical surface. So,
So, who is it? Oh, Megan from BCH, right? Yeah,
yeah.
from Boston Children's. Well, hi, welcome. I'm not the one who does the Extra Life. I actually do a different charity stream as my big one in June. But I was like, you know what? Happy to help spread the word on my stream where we stream together. I might be on tomorrow night too. I mentioned that I think I'm actually free after my game tomorrow night. When they go, I have to actually tell the guy I'm playing this week. Whoops. Um, which one, Jotun? Which one do you love more? They're competing against each other, so I love them both. Okay, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm sinking so damn much work into this.
I know.
But
I saw your the start of your the reflective on Instagram. I think it was the Earth sky kind of reflection that's starting to shape
yeah,
up. Pretty
I've pretty
nice.
much done with it now. I've got actually put some clouds into it. Not they're really small, but I did put some clouds into the the armor itself because it's
Oh,
reflecting back some clouds.
yep.
Um,
Hey, thanks for the follow, Jotun Heart.
wait, Joan Hart never followed you?
I guess not, because it says Jotun Heart has followed a few seconds.
Wow. Well,
But
Joan Hart.
thanks for the follow.
So the other thing too is like Megan must be from around here somewhere because we're both streamers from Massachusetts. So
Yeah. Ah, okay.
come find
All
us
right.
on Twitter. Find your neighbors on Twitch.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah, the
go.
hair is pretty sweet. I mean, so mine basically this is her actual color of hair. I said I'm going cloud, so but the sunlight is illuminating all this. So yeah, that's the funny thing, Megan. We're actually both from Massachusetts. I'm from about an hour north up in Amesbury, and I'll let him if he wants to say where he's from, he can. But um,
Yeah.
I'll let him say it.
Yeah, I'm in Marlboro. So let's
I'm
see.
trying to
Hold
think
on.
of
Oh,
what.
yep, yep. All right. So I'm actually gonna give a shout out for Alley Cat's brother, as
Oh,
he
please do.
is also streaming for Extra Life right now.
Oh,
So
Twitch also randomly unfollows people all the time. That might be true, actually. I've heard that. All right, this is not the glasses I use for this. I can't see with those. All right, so
all right, let's see if this works. So I'm just putting that out there. If there's someone who likes Borderlands 4, I have no idea what hospital he's supporting or whatever. So, but that is Alley Cat's brother, who is also streaming for Extra Life right now. I actually do want to get Borderlands 4 at some point. Um, so, so yeah, I will be playing that at some point. I'm waiting for it to go on sale. It actually went on sale on Epic for a little bit, and but it wasn't ready to get it at that point. So, but I do have a friend who plays quite a bit of Borderlands 4. Oh, maybe if I get it this weekend, I can stream with her tomorrow or something. She doesn't stream, but so I've streamed with her playing before because she sometimes helped me out with Extra Life. Um, she used to
oh,
live around here, and then she moved to South Carolina.
so I don't think Baldy's around. Baldy is not streaming today, so obviously when I raid out, it's gonna be into you. Um,
Okay,
but
well,
Baldy's around. It's a Pokey Tool moment, so he
okay,
loves the Pokey Tools.
okay. Bay State and Springfield, but it's still a
Oh
good
yeah, that's a
cause.
good one too. That's a good
So
one.
you know what? Yeah, it's all helps the kids out. So no matter who you choose to support, or go to, but definitely check them out. And any extra live streamer, it's all for a good cause. And there's streamers from all over the place, supporting their local children's hospital.
Pokey Tool. But
Oh,
I know
I love those people.
Baldy like apparently killed himself today by doing too much. He said he was weeding his garden. He was putting lights in his display and this and that, and now he's just too tired to stream. Usually,
Oh
though, he
yeah,
pops in. He'll usually pop in even when he's not streaming, if that's the reason. But maybe he's passed out. Why is
there's
my
my poke
paint not
tool.
coming out? My pokey tool is failing. I feel like there's paint in this bottle. I know there's paint. I can hear it. Why won't it come out of the bottle? There we go. Gee, of course, it comes out like in a huge rush.
So let's see. I probably have an ad break starting in about a minute or so. There's only 90 seconds.
You know what,
Um,
guys? You can hop to my side.
yeah.
I don't run ads. I don't run. I only run the pre-roll ads, so you get them initially, but I just
So.
I just don't like it. No offense. I think it's perfectly fine to make a little more income. I mean,
Well, I don't even know if I have any subs right now. So that's a thing, because it's like, because of the way it works, it's like you get something, but
no,
I, I think
I
I
don't
think
think
I
I don't think it's
only have
mandatory
one
you
or
get
two.
subs.
No, you don't have to have subs, but like if you, as an affiliate, like if over a 3-year period you don't make anything, I think you actually can lose your affiliate status after enough time with no income.
Oh, I
But your
don't know.
subs count. I think I've got like, I don't know how many I have right now. I think I have one or two still. Um,
I don't know why anybody subs honestly to me because I didn't do it for that reason.
oh yeah, yeah. No, I get the subs to get your emotes.
I mean,
Hey,
that's a cool reason. That's a good reason to sub.
uh,
Sorry, go
hey,
ahead.
thanks Megan for BCH, for swinging by. Actually, I think you know my daughter, right? It's like, because my daughter actually works in the development department too. So and she'll be on later. Oh, now the ad came in. Now she'll be on with me later tonight.
The ads on your channel.
Yeah, but I'm waving because people can still see me in the little inset.
So I'm basically right now, to let people know what I'm actually doing, is I'm doing like this is non-metal metallic gold. Now here's the thing, the sunset colors are gonna overtake that color. So, but I want to put a base underneath it.
Whoa, that's looking amazing. Actually, that's yeah. The last time I saw a post, I think was a couple days ago. And
You saw the last version, and then this time,
yeah,
like I went in and I added more to the earth part of the armor, and
yeah,
then I added some clouds because it's reflecting. I
yeah.
think it
Oh, it's
looks
looking
pretty good.
good.
It's
That's
like,
looking good.
are you afraid?
Oh yeah. Well, I knew going
Quote
into it,
unquote.
like I haven't come in ahead of you in voting yet, so
Here's the thing. The,
I,
the worst thing that ever happened for this competition was I got a hold of Reaper Con on my previous piece. So that
yeah,
meant I have to step up what I'm
yeah,
doing and put an additional challenge in my way. Because that's what I do for this competition. I say we all
oh
win.
yeah,
We all win this competition because we all push ourselves. We all get better as
yeah.
artists.
It is cool because we try to do stuff that we wouldn't normally do, um, and possibly even things we wouldn't normally try for a competition. Because like for competition, because you also have to not mess it up. Like you have to push it, but you have to also pull off a piece that the judge is gonna like the who's gonna be looking at it with like magnifiers or something. But like for this, we can try stuff out. There's no prize other than bragging rights, and it goes up for a popular vote. We get some input from judges too.
Yeah, you
Um,
won the
and
first judges vote. Actually, you won the first judges pick. So that's
yeah,
all. Well, I sort of
by a
jokingly
hair.
say that the vote is the thing. Honestly, it's both. If you get a judges
Yeah,
pick, that's a friggin' that might
yeah.
be a little cooler than the vote.
We kind of split on that because it's like I think I I won the judges pick by the tiniest of details,
On the first
and
year. Oh
yeah,
yeah,
in the first year, and then the first year I think you won by like one vote or something
I
too. So
won
it was
the
very
popular.
close.
Yeah, I won the popular vote
Yeah,
by one vote.
yeah. So it was really close. And then last year you ran away with the popular vote. Like I think you got almost half the like you got like 49 votes out of 100 cast or something.
But
Something like that, right?
you do have to remember something though. It's not like the popular vote doesn't is not an indication of how much better something is, because basically everyone votes for one thing. So
Right,
it's
right.
not any indication that like everybody else is sucked because obviously they didn't. Everybody got votes, which is my goal every year is that I want everybody to get something. But so yeah, it's just not an indication of. I think the judges pick is more of an indication of how
Yeah.
close they are.
Yeah, and the other guy who doesn't have a streaming name, uh, he got the judges pick last year. It was really cool because right because he did his almost all in different like a very limited palette, but
Yeah, it was
he
all shades of
managed.
brown.
Yeah, but yet he created so much contrast um, that the model still looked really really amazing, and the judges really picked up on that.
I wish he brought it to ReaperCon and entered it. I would have liked to have
Yeah,
seen where it ended up.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Although ReaperCon kind of works funny because like they'll pick well like out of the stuff you do they'll only pick one that goes into like judging for any particular category
correct. They only pick your best one. It's
or
one
what
per
they think is
category
their
too.
best.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I mean I had so in painter, so they have four categories. They have painter, which the emphasis is on painting, which is why I'm surprised that's where I got the gold. Because I never thought I was really that good at painting. But they have painter, which is painting. They have ordnance, which are vehicles. They have diorama, which are storytelling, and dioramas, of course. And then the last one's the open, which is basically kit bashes and sculpts. So it's like original, making your own original pieces. That is so the most you can walk out with. I should have thrown something in the damn kit bashing because then maybe I could have gotten the gambit of awards.
yeah.
I could have gotten a certificate because I'm not a sculptor, and then I got a bronze in I got a bronze in ordnance because I don't paint vehicles, but I did a good enough job. I got a bronze. I got a silver in diorama, and then I got a gold in painter. I would have had the friggin' gambit of all the awards. That would have been funny. Um, so, but that's the thing is, yeah, basically in every one of those four categories, to pick your best piece that you entered. So, I gave him a lot of choice in painter because I gave him 9 pieces, and then I had a piece
Yeah.
in I had a diorama and a whatever. I had a diorama and I had what was the other one? I had a vehicle. So, but I had
You got
9 in
that.
painter because I went for the other industry, the other company awards.
Oh yeah, yeah, because you did them. Like you did Kana and
I did
um,
Kana, I did
Moonlight. You,
Moonlight, Bombshell. Oh shit. Oh, and I don't have them out yet. What else did I do? Actually, yeah, Kana, Moonlight, Bombshell, Dark Sword. But Dark Sword was my diorama. Um, I think those were the other ones I entered. And then I'm trying to remember if there was another one in there. I don't think so. Oh, technically Turbo Dork, because the vehicle I entered because I used the Turbo Dork Metallics. And that was a metallic
yep.
competition. So I was hoping maybe it could score something there, but no. The others were unbelievable and they were really cool for the for that award. So that was like the ones that, and then I had a Mouseling, which is its own thing. I'm trying to think if that was it. I think that was it for like things I was trying to get other stuff from. I was a little sad the Mouseling didn't like even qualify, but people had big dioramas of Mouselings, and it just my
Oh
one
yeah,
little
yeah.
piece just didn't compete with with those. Oh yeah, and they were by like the one who won the Mouseling, I believe, was Julie Guthrie.
Oh yeah.
Julie Guthrie, in case you do not know who Julie Guthrie is, Julie Guthrie is one of the actual Reaper sculptors. A lot of her stuff is there. Her husband's Bob Rodolfi. They are both sculptors for Reaper miniatures. And of course, she's a good painter too, because most of the sculptors are actually good at both. So she was a joy to meet. I'll tell you what, she and Bob were absolutely so. I did the make your own pokey tool, and they teach that. They are, they're just the cutest. I love them so much. They're such a cute couple. And it's like, that's what I want me and my husband Joe to be, that many years into a marriage. It's probably more than mine. I haven't hit 30 yet, so. All right, what else do I want to do here? Oh, the lions. Yeah, the lions should be gold too. So yeah, I did put so much effort into my friggin' piece for our little 4-person competition that I got a Golden Reaper. This is what you people do to me. And yet, the sad thing is I can't enter this into, like, there's nothing at Adepticon I can enter this in. So I can hold this for a couple of years, because I'm planning on going back to ReaperCon in 2 years. So I'm going to alternate between that and Nova until one of them gets off the other. There's talk about that.
Oh, that would actually be nice because it's a hard choice.
It is. It really is. I love people at both. I just went to ReaperCon this year because Gel Tip went. So I could have somebody to split a hotel room with. And I hadn't been there in 4 years. And I wanted to see, how I did. I wanted to see... Excuse me. I wanted to see where my improvement was, in terms of... Because when you go and you enter... I've said this, on my own stream, so pardon me, guys, for repeating this probably for the umpteenth time. But you go to ReaperCon to figure out how you rate. It really is that, because everybody gets a medal. So you know where you rate in the scheme of things and, where you get improved. So I figured, and this is what I've heard from Ann Forrester, who's the one that runs the competition. It's like, usually you go and you kind of improve incrementally. So, you'll go, I got a low silver the last time I was there on Painter. And you go, and so this time I thought, well, maybe I'll get either a medium silver, maybe I'll get a high silver if they're feeling generous that day, So I had no idea, but it was to see how much I improved. That's why I wanted to go back, and I
Well,
guess
you
I
also
improved a
had
friggin'
four
lot.
years. Yeah, you also had 4 years between since the last time, so that's quite a bit of time to make some major strides too, I think.
I know, but I didn't expect to make that. I feel like for me, like my improvement is not that. Like I said, I expected I'd still be in silver, honestly, and I had I that I maybe would improve to maybe a high, but just because it supposedly is really hard to get to that goal level, people can be in silver for the rest of their lives. I thought I was going to be there, and I just kind of plateau out. I really was shocked. I still am. I still have a hard time believing it.
No, you're a really good painter, so I mean,
I try. I
you,
work really hard at it. It proves just where work will get you, and this
yeah,
is a hobby that's fun, so I'm reluctant to call it work. It's been a hell of a year for me. Really.
yeah, that was awesome. So, like, cause we were watching the awards thing at home, online, and when I saw that come up in gold, I was like, yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, I've told the story a bunch of times. I think it is kind of funny. So, shut up, Shinner. So, so I don't know if you were around when I told the story about I was watching. Of course I'm there, and I figured out pretty quickly that the way the order they give the medals out in is they start with the certificates, then they do
Right.
bronze, silver, and gold, and then within that they go by alphabetical order. So all the names are in alphabetical order by your last name. So I'm just sitting there minding my business, waiting for my name to come up in silver. And I was half paying attention. I mean, I wasn't thinking about it. And then all of a sudden they were in the letter R. My last name begins with a P. They were in R's in the silver, and I'm going, wait a minute. Did I miss my name? I texted my husband he was watching it on YouTube. And I go, did I miss my name? And he rolled it back. It's the same thing. We're just kind of, we're sort of there. We're kind of paying attention. I'm applauding at everybody's work and such, and he rolls it back. He goes, "No, your name was not said." And I'm like, and I just text him back, "No," and I'm like, I just started dying, and just the most unbelievable night. Said it was a great year, and not only that, just also being invited to be on the Council of Mini Painters too.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
That was friggin' awesome. And I can go back on whenever I want. Whenever they're doing the Council of Mini Painters. Once you're on there, you have a permanent invite back. The only problem is I game on Sunday nights, so I cannot actually be there most Sunday nights.
Yeah, because I was actually thinking, I was like, wait, doesn't she usually have something on Sunday nights?
I do. I play in a. I always announce it here at the end, but I play in a D&D game that's on YouTube. And it's on a channel called Murder Hobo Inc. If you're new to me, yes, that's the real name, and it's really appropriate. I play with a bunch of friggin'. I mean, our game is we're more of a straight shot. We're more of a bunch of straight players, but there are a lot of players on that channel that are definitely given to the chaos. It was more fun actually when all he has is campaigns now. It was more fun when he actually did one shots every Saturday. I don't know why he actually stopped doing it. I think because there was a lack of interest. But he used to do one shots on Saturdays, and it's a one shot. You can die at the end, and nobody cares. There's no consequences to it. You can bring the character back at the next one shot for all he cares. But basically, you were just the shenanigans were unbelievable. Like we have one session where the guy basically one of the characters murdered the rest of us. I mean, things like that would happen all the time. Now he runs like 2 campaigns a week, which God, that's enough. And well, it's fun. I think we missed some of those shenanigans. Look at that, Shanur. Thank you so much for posting that up. You want to watch? I mean, all the episodes are on. They're in playlists on that channel. You can watch all the episodes of the two campaigns. Actually, you watch all the episodes of all the campaigns and all the one shots. So everything should be up there. Almost everything. I did a bit of the first campaign he did too, which was so, oh my god, it was so much fun. My character ended up being the destined character. I'm really sad that we've never gone back to it either. Alright, what am I doing? I'm sitting here chatting. What am I doing? I'm looking for a brown that works for this. I need a dark brown. I feel like oxide brown is too red. I'm looking for like a dark brown that like even shadow the shadow color for this gold. I don't know if that's dark enough. I think I've used oxide brown, but of course it's oxide brown, so that means it's got some. It's more towards the red side of things. I like it because it's dark enough. Oh wait, I know what color to use. Walnut brown will work well.
Oh, that's a good brown. I like that's a really dark one, right?
And black and brown's pretty good too. Although I don't know where my black, but my black and brown is probably my black and brown. I would guess is probably in my portable painting stuff.
Yeah, no, when I was using acrylics, walnut brown was a go-to color for me. That's a really useful dark brown. I think I liked it better than black and brown, actually. I mean, I would use black and brown once in a while, but I think the walnut generally was nicer, I think, for most things.
I'm trying to see. I was trying to get a hold of my best friend, but apparently he's still ignoring things. And he's the one. So tickets went live for the next vampire thing that I'm gonna go to. And he's like, oh, I gotta be on right away to get tickets and make sure we get the cheaper tickets because if you're in the first 20, you can get cheaper tickets. Okay, cool. I tried calling him like 10 times. He won't pick up his phone.
Didn't tickets also just go live for BlizzCon?
Yes, they did. In fact, I don't think... Someone said that there's still tickets available. Which, if you remember, if you're a Blizz nerd...
Yeah, they used to sell right out.
They were sold out in 30 seconds. If that.
Yeah.
It was like me trying to get Warcraft Live tickets.
Oh, yeah.
The special event in Boston.
Yeah, that was really fun. I'm glad we did that.
Oh god, that's right. You were there. It was so much. It was amazing.
Yeah, that was fun.
I had such a good time of that night. It was worth it. It was free. Those tickets were free. Yeah, you just had to get lucky enough to get one.
Because BlizzCon is not free.
No, and you have to, of course, it's like everything else. You have to pay to...
Yeah, then you gotta
pay for your hotel room. Yeah, airfare and hotel.
So, yeah, so I'm, yeah, I was tempted because, like, some of my friends, are going out. I'd love to see them. And no, It's the Lich Queen was, like, poking me, saying, you should go. But I was like, yeah.
Well, I mean, I would love to, but I heard it's not the same.
When it was?
Yeah, they did. I don't remember. Yeah, the dates are out there. I don't remember when they are. Yeah, I don't remember if it's November anymore.
Yeah. There you go. Doing some NMM on the bowl there.
You're gonna have me tempted to look, though.
Yeah, because I looked at the announcement, they had a lot of when the tickets were going on sale, and I was like, well, when is it? Not that I could go, because it's a pretty good chunk of change. Like, it costs a lot just to go. It's like 260 or 200 something dollars, right? And then you still got to pay for the airfare and the hotel and all that. It's like now granted, it's a Lich Queen is coming from Canada, so probably even more for her. But
So now I can lord it over everyone because I know for certain what's happening to AAC. So I don't know. So you were gonna go this year, and then things happened with your house, and you couldn't go this year. Hello, John the
yeah,
Templar.
hey John the Templar.
So so the Westford Regency, which is where we were at, which is in the town right next to where I grew up. Uh, they they sold the hotel, and they're gonna tear it down and put up apartments. So that means we were hunting for a new venue again because we've been there like I think 3 maybe 5 years, and after coming from Manchester, it was a great venue. We really loved it, but it wasn't very big. So, but it was a really nice venue. The people there were great, and we're very sad actually to be leaving it. But I know where we're going next.
Ooh,
But I cannot announce it because it's not public. The
uh,
con has to announce it first. But I'll say it's legit exciting. Um, you need to go next year and bring all your friends, though, if we want to see this con survive. Because it's a much more expensive venue.
ooh.
I will just throw that out there. But I'm really excited about it. I hope it all I hope it does fly, and I hope we get a lot of people that come out and support this move. And then we just take it from there. It'll be worth it. If it all works out, it'll be so worth it. Going away, losing the Regency would be the best thing that probably ever happened. It's either the worst or the best. I'm not sure yet where that's going to be. So, yeah, in fact, I was the reason why I didn't get any of my advertisements up this morning until like a half hour before stream. I typically try to put stuff on social media about 2 hours in advance.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I only got about a half hour in advance because I was on a phone call with the con chair discussing vendor matters and artist matters. But it's exciting, and if we're there, it means that when I eventually want to step down and maybe running, I mentioned like it means that I probably have room for a weekend long paint and take at this con. And judging from how popular the 1 hour
Oh,
version is,
oh yeah.
I think it'll end up being like it is at PortCon Maine, which is the biggest one I do, where I had 188 people. Yeah, sorry, Shanur. I was on a phone call with the con chair of AAC for a while, chatting about considerations for this move, because I think arguably I could very well be the one who is going to be impacted the most, and it's going to be for the best. In terms of a single department. I mean, the other way, of all these years, I've been impacted the most in terms of, unless there's a department I'm not thinking of that went completely away, I've had the biggest, negative impact too. This will be a massively positive impact. So we're very excited about it. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I just commented to myself. I was like, "There we go." As I got the little bit on that NMM looking just the way I wanted it to. So I did a little bit on the bowl there.
Weren't you
Did
doing
some on
that
the
for
back side.
Barhammer?
Yeah, I just want to finish it because I also want to actually, like, for once, finish all the miniatures in a game, which is never going to happen because every time I get a new one, I was like, yeah, let me paint something from that one. And it's like, okay, well, I still have about 15 to 20 more miniatures to paint for Zombicide Black Death, which is probably the first Zombicide game I got. I got it during the pandemic. And I still have like about 15 more things to paint. But then you keep getting new things, so it's like I got Elfall Chronicles. I want to paint something from it. So, and granted, it was partly because I was going to do it for Barhammer, but now maybe I'll do it for Captain Con. I don't know.
You didn't go to Barhammer was this month, right?
Yeah, yeah. I couldn't make it because it was.
All right. Oh,
Yeah,
thinking
it was
of
a house thing.
like dumbass me, I forgot to mention this. But then again, I only figured it out on Wednesday. So paint days this month. Tomorrow, last minute comment thing. Tomorrow at Creator Pool Games. Oh, that's shit. That's right. If I go to church, I gotta go by myself. Tomorrow, Creator Pool Games, and then the 20. Fuck. 2 weeks later, I think it's the 23rd. Let me look. So yeah, tomorrow it's 1 to 5 at Creative Pool, and then Sunday, November 23rd at the Toy Soldier. And maybe we'll be upstairs in their new event space. So that's something exciting too, A Night Whisper. Hello?
Wait, when was that?
Okay, so Creator Pulse tomorrow, Toy Soldiers the 23rd, and the exciting part is they have a new event space they opened up. They like took over upstairs.
Yeah.
So now they have a new event space with tables and such. And I'm not sure if we'd be downstairs or if we'd actually end up in that space upstairs. But it's pretty space. And Creator Pult's supposed to be getting some new tables in too. For that front room space. They're putting us back in the front room. Because I guess people complained they liked it better. I'm like, why do you like it better? Because I like the back room. The chairs are more comfortable. But whatever. The lighting is nice in the front room, though. Admittedly, that's true. Ooh.
And then, yep. For anyone who's just joined us, I am on streaming in support of Extra Life, raising money for Boston Children's Hospital. The donations fund a variety of things, including helping families pay for their kids' treatments if they can't afford it. It also goes towards equipment upgrades, especially for pediatric, specialized stuff for children or newborns. It also does funds research into childhood diseases and programs for kids while they're at the hospitals. So it's a whole bunch of things. Really good cause. I'm going to put the link up if it didn't come up recently. Yeah, it didn't come up recently. So That link goes to my fundraising page, and there you can find out more about Extra Life, and also you can make a donation there. If you're on my stream, you can also use the panel in my about thing, which actually goes to the same place. So definitely consider making a donation and help children get the care they need. Um, I'll be streaming all day in support of this. I'll be probably switching over to World of Warcraft around 2:30. I'm supposed to run some keys with some people on my keys group, and I'll be doing some gaming with my daughter who works at Boston Children's Hospital,
That's
and
so
probably in
cool.
the evening.
That is so
So
cool that your daughter actually works there, helping the
yeah,
what does she do?
so she works in the development department. So that's the actual department that she I think is in the specializes in engaging with corporate and wealthy donors.
Oh,
So because a lot of them they develop long-term relationships with. So so I think she works more in that area,
what a
and
cool job.
I know it is pretty cool. It was it was good for her too, because for her um it's nice because she's learning also to engage with people and stuff like that. So that's a pretty cool thing she does. I don't know exactly what she does day to day, but I know that's part of her job. And they also a lot of times with the wealthy with the bigger donors, they actually work hand in hand with like the planning. Like, oh, we need to, I don't know, make a new pediatric cancer ward or whatever they need, right? Or we need to upgrade this facility or add a building or something like that. So they'll actually work with the people with the people that are developing stuff at the hospital, figuring what does a hospital need next, what equipment do they have to fix, and they can actually work with wealthy donors so that you're getting, I imagine that's part of what they do, is that way it can go in the planning process. you- um, because it's not just like, okay, random people donate this much money and we're just going to do whatever. It's kind of like, we need to do this, so now we're going to reach out to people. Do you want to help out with this or that? But I know there's part of her department does engage with Extra Life and the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. So that was like the person who was on earlier, Megan from BCH, which, go look at a packet I got.
That's really cool she dropped in.
Yeah, it was. Yes, it actually was. She was a person. So she sent me this package of stuff. Like, it included this wristband here. Um,
Oh wow. So that's like
oh,
separate from what
some snacks. I'm
how did
hungry.
they find did your daughter tell them you were doing this and that's how come they
No,
sent
no.
all this?
When you do this, right? I'm on their mailing list, anyways. So then I saw it's like, hey, you want to get an extra life packet? Just to fill out this survey application, whatever. Like,
Oh, you get
they're
it from
just
Extra Life.
yeah. Well, it's Extra Life, but it's Boston Children's engagement with Extra Life. So they have their a special mailing list that's done by Boston Children's to Extra Lifers who are supporting Boston Children's.
Oh, that's
So
really
I got the
cool.
wristband. They sent me some treats. I got a Boston Children's Hospital duck.
A duck?
Yeah, a rubber duck.
Oh my
See
god.
that?
Rubber duckies are awesome.
And what else I get? And a
Nice.
bunch of information package, talking points. Um, there's an Every Child Fund. I don't. I guess I imagine that means some of it's going to a new fund they're working with, the extra Every Child Fund, and so I'm hoping, because they included my package, hopefully that means that some of my fundraising actually is going towards that. Let's see, nothing's. The next public health emergency may be just around the corner, and the pediatric health landscape seems to be changing every day. When you give to the Every Child Fund, you make crucial, flexible funds available so we can respond nimbly to emerging health crises and continue to make sure every child has access to our solutions. So that's how some of the fundraising works too, is because like some people will donate money. Like that's not how Extra Life works, but like sometimes a donor says, I'm giving it, and I specifically want to have this go towards, I don't know, like doctor pay, or I specifically want this to go to buy this equipment or whatever, right?
I
But
assume
that means
some
if
of it
it's
goes
done
to
that way,
research. I assume some of it goes to
yeah,
research too.
yeah, like with the Extra Life, there's a breakdown of how many what percent goes where, um, and so having a fund like the Every Child Fund, because especially when the major donors give, right, they're limited to, they often say this is what we want it used for, but that means like if you suddenly have an emergency, you can't just pull the money out of money that was donated for a separate purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it sounds like the Every Child Fund is a flexible fund that they can use, especially if you suddenly have another COVID, another pandemic, or say some medical emergency that comes up that wasn't predictable, right? That allows them to deploy that money where it's most needed to kind of be a little more flexible to respond to um, unexpected events and things. So that's pretty cool. That's a new thing that they sent in my packet here. I'll admit I was so busy this week I did not get to read all the packets. So um, I'm gonna try to be every year I say I'm gonna try to be better prepared for having a schedule and but the last 2 weeks I've been literally packing boxes in my house and moving them.
Yeah, because you're having all
Yeah.
that work done in your house.
Yeah, I feel a little bad because my wife is has some of her friends over. They came over Thursday to help, and I took Thursday off. Worked all days Thursday with them, but she was like, "Oh, they were gonna come yesterday." I was like, "Oh, cool," because I can work yesterday. Friday I can get off a little early. I can do that. But then they're like, something came up, so they're gonna come the weekend." I was like, "Oh, darn!" I'm already scheduled to do this fundraiser, and it is this particular weekend. I was like, "Yeah, kind of been committed. I've already made schedules, plans, and all that." So, um, uh, some of that is ongoing. If you hear voices in the background, that is the other family that came over to help.
Actually, I've not heard them, but fortunately,
And meanwhile, I'm
our mics are
taping.
pretty close, so close range.
Yeah. So I do have them, but I am gonna do, like, after I sign off. I'm probably gonna do some work. I'm probably not starting until 1 p.m. tomorrow, so I'll probably uh, work in the morning.
You mean you're
Um,
not gonna actually be on all weekend?
Yeah, I know. Well, it's supposed to be like it originally started as a 24-hour stream, and like I'm just old. I can't do a 24-hour stream. The first time I did it, I think I did almost 20. Like I think I went from like, I don't know, like 8 a.m. all the way to like maybe 4 a.m.
That's still not
and then
24
I
hours, but
and
that's
then I
okay.
slept for a few hours. Then I slept for a few hours, got up, and then did the rest. That was probably like 10 years ago.
We're
And
all
now I'm
getting old. Yeah,
older.
we're all
I
getting.
just can't do that anymore.
Well, like, I was talking to someone at, I think it was at Carnage, when I was at Carnage a couple weeks ago. And, no, actually, it might have been AAC. And I was talking to him basically how, these 24-hour gaming cons are going by the wayside because we're all getting older and we all need actual sleep. And we can't just
Yeah.
spend all night. Because OGC used to have 24-hour of gaming. We'd have night game slots and people would actually do it. And we noticed not anymore. Because I think we're all just like getting too old for it. Which is a really sucky thing to say, but we always have one Iron Man though. So basically we have something that it's unofficial. It's something that some of the GMs decided to do called the Iron Man. And that is there are 10 slots at OGC. You run all 10 official slots, including the 2 overnight ones. And they all have to be, I think, different games. like not different settings, but different scenarios. So I'm like, yeah, no, I wouldn't mind playing in the middle of the night. And I used to, actually. I used to stay up and play, late at night. But not so much anymore. Especially when I'm working a con.
So yeah, so it turns out that package of stuff I got is where my long-winded way of getting around to it is like was from I think Megan from BCH.
Hold
So
on.
I'm looking at
Hold
it and
on.
it's from a Megan.
Hold on. This is emergency. DJ!
Okay.
Oh, okay, good. It's not an emergency. You'll get paid tonight, DJ. You'll get my part of the bill. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, I do a vampire LARP, and I do this higher end one where the tickets are not cheap. And we knew that the tickets for the next one we didn't actually go to the one this weekend because I needed the time off, and they were charging more for a smaller event. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And that's the friggin', it's $600 if you weren't in the first 20 for our tickets. We don't get the cheapy tickets, which are $250 and $100. Actually, there's a $125 one now. We could go the cheaper, game of DJ and pay the $125 for the ghoul level. It's a fun event, but they're getting fucking pricey to the point where I'm starting to consider whether or not I want to keep doing this.
Well, you could have gotten two tickets to BlizzCon
for that. I know, and yeah, I know.
Granted, you would have had to get the airfare.
We still do. We still do.
Yeah.
We're going to This is in LA. This is basically in the same city. Well, that's in Anaheim, but that's like a suburb of LA.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go to LA. I think we're only gonna do this like once a year now because of this.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, this could be the last one if this. Yeah, but hey, consider me, sir. Consider me at this. Although I've been hearing bits from our friend who is there, the one who actually runs the game that I play and that I pay him for. He's there in Atlanta, and the plot has been really freaking cool. And it sounds like it's been an absolute blast. He's having a blast because he's playing an NPC and he's tying, by the way, he ties in what happens at this into his own game. So it's really kind of cool, but. Well, that trip is not, let's put it this way, Gamer DJ. Although admittedly the second go around is more money and I'm not thrilled about it, and I probably will not do it again in January. But I'm only doing it because we're doing an art show. And I have to do it that month. I was trying to get her to put it off to March, but the person who's hosting it isn't going to be there. So, but my entire trip the last time was less than the cost of that ticket. For airfare and hotel. This time it isn't. The ticket is a little less money, but not by much. So, and I did because I wasn't going to. Yeah, it was under $500 once I got rid of the rental car. It'd be cheaper if I actually had a roommate, but it wouldn't be cheaper for the roommate, obviously. But I'm really excited to be going back to it. It will be fun. And I'm going to save up more money because I'm fucking going to do... he did not get his wish. Our friend did not get his wish, and he did not get murdered at the Giovanni lunch. Rehearsal lunch. So now he's going to have to go through with the Giovanni wedding reception. So that's right, a night whisper. So I said, our friend, who, they did something called the Giovanni dinner. And he was going to try to get his character killed off. He's playing an NPC. So He was going to try to get his character killed off at the first one. But one of the players upended the whole thing by going after, because she wanted a political marriage, okay, here. She wanted to have the Giovanni last name. So she spent the whole night friggin' pursuing this with my friend's character. She wrote up a prenup, she brought a ring. It was ridiculous, right? And because he's a nice guy, he decided to make her happy, make the player happy by, doing this. So this is supposed to be a one-shot. And now it's a 3-shot where they had the rehearsal dinner this weekend, and then they're going to do the wedding reception in LA. And he keeps telling me, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I go, I want to get my character killed off at the everything. I don't want to go through with the whole wedding. Well, that's why it's the reception. They were not actually going to do a wedding. He kind of, I think he drew the line at that, which I kind of understand. But all this to make a player happy. So I probably... I don't have the... Actually, I don't know when I'm going to have for time off, DJ, so I may not be able to. I also have a funny feeling flying midweek is not the issue. It's I'd be the coming home.
Now this
But
Giovanni
I don't think... But
didn't have a large cat as a pet, did it?
I don't know. Doubt it. I know they have a pet cat at home. Oh yeah, no, it's not. No. No, it's not that Giovanni. I mean, we can investigate, but can I have a few weeks to build up my bank account first before we get into airline tickets? And I can see if I get any deals or whatnot thrown my way. From any one of the things. I do like Priceline. I like JetBlue. I'm on both their radars. Flying is still the best way. Oh, no, 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 no. I do not want to put that amount of mileage on my car. I mean... But he'll hate it. We could always go to Florida. It's cheaper to go to Florida and beg a ride from Baquette to friggin'. But that's too many days. Will not have that much time, DJ, to drive. There's no way. If you want to take all the time off and drive yourself, or I'd say, go to Florida and catch a ride with Baquette, even though he would rather drive himself. Oh my lord. Exactly. I don't have the time off though, I'll tell you that right now. Because Adepticon. So, have you figured out what you're painting for Adepticon, Night Whisper?
Well, I know what I'm painting.
Oh, that's right, you do.
Yeah, the Storm Dragon.
I'm gonna just try to paint what I can paint. Oh my god, I got a first time chatter! Who is it? Mr. Fix-It. Mr. Fix-It is here. What do you fix? Do you paint minis? Do you do modeling? Do you actually fix things? You must fix things. Hi, welcome to the tavern. Alright, Gamer DJ, we'll see you what, at 3? People were asking on Discord, go answer them. They weren't sure if 3 or 4, and I think it might be 4 because of one of our players. If it's 4, I could stream longer. I'm just basically going through now and shadowing, like, my non-metal metallic gold here. Which is going to end up just being non-metal metallic sunset. But usually the colors you put on underneath everything will influence the colors you have sitting on top. So it's a Hulk. Personally, I do minis, models, and Gunpla. Oh, cool! They just started carrying Gunpla at Creator Pulp Games, actually. I was like, oh, that's neat. Not that I have time for another hobby, but oh, that's it. It's cool. It's something that's definitely minis adjacent. There's a lot of same
Yeah.
skills.
Yeah, every time I go to take my kids to, well, kids, adult kids to Anime Boston, I always spend a lot of time in the Gunpla dealers areas because there's nothing else here that appeals to me as much these days. So there used to actually be a couple gaming vendors, and there's still like Foam Brain still shows up, so there's dice. But the only real modeling related thing these days here is the Gunpla. And I always tempted to want to get something and try it, but I was like, you know what? I'm already doing. I got so many miniatures that if I never bought another miniature, I would
Oh, I'm in the
never
same
run
boat.
out of things to paint.
So let's see. You do minis, models, and Gunpla. So does that mean you not only have the pile of gray shame, but you also have, you know, boxes of models and Gunpla also in your closet? Do Gunpla collectors like, it's like miniature collectors? Hang on one second. We okay, there, now I can hear. We have a pile of gray because we find a really cool model, and just add it to our pile of gray that we never paint. Does that happen with Gunpla and modelers? Because I feel like the answer is no, as much. I feel like they're more expensive to buy too.
Unless you're painting Games Workshop.
That's quite true. Oh my god, I gotta go back. I bought Gamer DJ his Christmas present. It's a GW thing. He's away, so I can say it. Um, but um, but they also just today. I don't think I'm gonna be able to go in there, and I mentioned that to them. So they held one for me, but today was the day this year's Red Goblin went for sale. One of my favorite minis they do all year. I have, I think, all of the modern ones. So that was exciting. So I've seen it. I had them pull one aside because it was actually sitting on the shelf. And I'm like, really, you can't tell it to me right now, even though it's only 24 hours? No, we can't. He goes, Warhammer is funny. I'm like, I know. My relationship with Warhammer is complicated. They have a lot of good stuff coming out. I watched the preview last night. Paints work on both. That's true. They should, because it's all just acrylic paint. But strange how much tools I steal from cosmetology. Yeah, that makes sense too. I have 3 Plano boxes. Oh my god, Plano boxes. I have one of their tackle boxes too, somewhere. I have 3 Plano boxes of shame. 3 Gundams on the bench. The last model was a food truck like the Turtle Van. Oh my god. That sounds awesome. Friggin' cool. But I have 2,000 unpainted minis, I think. I haven't totaled it up. But that's just based off of like how many minis I estimate I get in the Reaper Kickstarters that I haven't painted. So I think it's somewhere in that neighborhood. Plus also I have a bunch of Warhammer that I haven't painted. Like I said, my relationship with Warhammer is complicated. I love their models and such. Although most of the time on this channel, I do a lot of Reaper. Um, but I do whatever. I've done Warhammer and such on this channel too. I did a Dark Sword minis piece. I did, of course, I did a little bit on my Moonlight minis piece, and I did my Kuana on here. So I do vary. I'm so excited we have a new person. It's always fun. So now I'm kind of curious if with the gunpla, I know a lot of people, and even with models. Do you do any? Do you use an airbrush at all? Because I do feel like that's something that happens. I mean, it happens in minis too, but I get the whole thing of using like makeup brushes and such, especially for like dry brushing and things. I actually don't own anything. I actually don't use a lot of brushes. I have my favorites that I use for the time being, and it's probably about maybe 3 or 4, and that's it. What time is it, anyways? 1:41. Oh yeah, do we want to have show and tell today? Night Whisper?
Uh, sure. I don't think I have anything posted. I haven't posted in a while, unless you want to show the pile of shame. But actually, that pile of shame picture got much bigger because I realized afterwards, oh wait, I still have all the old Warhammer stuff from the '90s that I never got around to painting. Even further back in that closet I was clearing out. So there's another whole stack next to it now. And then some of it, I was like, I need room to put other stuff that we're clearing out of that closet. So I had to move some of it up into the attic.
Where did you put that? Where did you post that?
It's in 1 hour photo.
Okay.
But that it's missing a bunch of stuff that I found later. And then it also, and it says right there, I didn't put my latest Kickstarter because they're sitting right next to my painting desk. So I've got a big box from Zombicide White Death and a smaller box from Eldfall Chronicles Northern Wind, which is what I'm painting right now.
So, no, just
Oh,
brushes. Oh, okay, yeah, that's it. I only brush paint. I have access to an airbrush. I never use it. Gamer DJ, who was just on here, actually, it's his airbrush, and he left it here when he moved because he's not using it either. So I don't. I just part of my problem is that as Night Whisper can attest, I do a lot of painting that's not at this house. So it just doesn't, make sense for me to really have an airbrush because I'm never here. Other than when I stream, and I don't want to do it here. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
yeah, it doesn't lend itself well to streaming either because of that the compressor is just so loud that you just can't hear the stream.
I mean, Gareth does it, but I get the point.
Yeah, but you can hear it. That compressor is like loud when it goes.
Oh yeah, but you can still hear him at least.
Yeah. So, and while my channel may be on break, I think everyone on yours can still hear.
Yeah.
Just for anyone joining, I am a
Please
Night
do.
Whisperer, and I am I paint in oils, so I never airbrush anymore, but I can get really nice blends anyways. This weekend, I am streaming to raise money for Boston Children's Hospital as part of the Extra Life Game Day streaming fundraising event. So I'll put that link in shared chat.
Please do. And I said that's why it was really cool he's doing this, and I could just, invite him to come on. My normal stream is now. So I thought it would definitely. Well, you mentioned it. You actually were like, hey, who wants to stream with me? And I'm like, that'd be really cool. It helps share the love of Extra Life. Please donate. Yep. It goes towards, it said Boston Children's Hospital, which does all sorts of wonderful work especially for kids. I mean, adults can go there too, obviously.
Yeah, but it's focused on the fund is focused on children's care, including pediatric equipment, actual charity to help families afford treatment for their kids if they can't afford it, as well as things to programs for the kids while they're in the hospitals. It's a really, really great cause. So that link I just put in chat is to my fundraising page. Anything donated there goes to Boston Children's Hospital. And earlier we had Megan from Boston Children's, so she's actually one of the people that helped run the Extra Life program. The portion of it that I guess it's a Children's Miracle Network hospitals, but she basically is their kind of liaison, so she was on earlier for that.
Hey, Smart
So,
Goblin. Speaking of Extra Life, the Smart Goblin is one of the. Oh my gosh, he does so much work for Extra Life. What'd
oh,
you earn this?
awesome!
What'd you earn this year? Like, what have you up to this point for this year's campaign? Smart Goblin. And if you want, please talk about. Feel free to talk about your Extra Life, your fundraising efforts. If you want to post a link, we're more than happy to do it. Let me know. Let's also, which charity did you pick? He's at $769 out of $1,000.
Wow.
He does this a lot, so he's just unbelievable in his fundraising efforts. Who do you support? Like, is it Boston Children's or is it a different hospital? Congratulations! Yes, I knew
Wow,
that.
that's awesome.
$10,000 raised for Extra Life. That is phenomenal. I remember one year you can always. Oh, so he's doing for Boston Children's too.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, so we actually had in chat Megan from BCH, who is one of the people working in the department that works with Extra Life for the fundraising and development department. Um, yeah, when I got this package in, my this was funny because we had to go away last weekend to visit my daughter at Cornell for the family weekend, but since we had these new kittens, um,
Oh God, yeah,
someone had
that's
to
right.
take care of it. So our older daughter stayed over, and it was fun for her because she got to give out candy at Halloween, and then she sees this package come in from me from Megan. I'm not gonna say her last name here, but uh, and she's like, "Oh." First, she thought, "Oh, I guess I had something still had my home address here or something," and then she realized it was addressed to me, and because I guess she works with Megan because my daughter works in that department too, but not with the actual life part. So she works with the kind of the development with like corporate and wealthy donors thing, but the engagement there. But so she saw the name and she first she's like, "What? Why did my dad get something from her?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, it's for Extra Life." And she's like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense."
So, Smart Goblin, what are you doing? I assume you're doing something this weekend. Feel free to promote. As I said, feel free to promote yourself. We're okay with this. You know, it's all going to the same place and all going to a fabulous charity. So, please, promote yourself. But what are you doing this weekend? Let's see. I'm doing a lot of scout stuff this weekend. So not. Oh no, that's too bad. Because you used to do. Actually, this is a week later. Usually, it's always the first weekend of November. It's not the first weekend. No, it's the second weekend of November. So usually, it's always the first. Um, yeah, Midgard usually does it. They did the first year back in a while last week. Oh yeah, so that usually is when it happens. Is that first weekend in November, and since Saturday was the first, it would be technically last weekend. Well, I'm sorry you're not getting to do the usual all night gaming crazy because you've done the all he's done the all night gaming thing. We'll set up games to run for like a 24-hour
I
period at
I'll
a
go late,
store.
but I can't go that long.
Oh come
I'll,
on.
I'll probably be on till like at least 2 a.m. though.
Midgard does a lot of really good charity things. They're actually going to do. I assume they're doing on Black Friday. They do a Thanksgiving Warhammer challenge. I think our very own Crimson, who has not been on here forever, but Crimson, he's actually instrumental in that and planning the scenario. So basically, everybody brings in like Warhammer tanks and vehicles and things, and they go after something really big. And it's a collaborative game. They're not fighting each other. they're fighting a boss. So, and there is like that. Yes, there is a winner, and I think he paints a turkey or something like that in some form that he gives away to the winner. It's really cool. But yeah, Midgard is a really great store for charity events because they do a number of them over the year. So, but Smart Goblin, congratulations first of all on that 10,000, and good luck for the rest of your campaign for this year for to hit 1,000. That's pretty good though. 765. If you want anything from me, I did it once. And I remember, and I was gonna paint that same mini for myself, but I did the graveyard golem, and we gave it away during PAX East. If you ever want something from me again, I'm more than happy to do it, because I know I have all this time. Oh my lord. I don't have all this time. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I'm so far behind on everything. And I have 2 more commissions coming my way. 3. I think 3. I know 2 for sure. One I haven't heard. Oh yeah, you do big raffle during Rising Phoenix. Actually, hit me up because of course I am Rising Phoenix is one of my cons. So it doesn't hurt that I'm actually there, and I'm also painting their mini. Oh, by the way, do you want a sneak peek, Smart Goblin? I have. Rising Phoenix has done what TotalCon did, and they now have Dragon Bait Minis doing a mini for them. So I have the distinct honor of painting it for their promo. And here it is. It is a Rising Phoenix Knight. There is actually a shield that goes on here that also has the Phoenix design on it. But that is separate, and I'm leaving it separate. I'm actually going to do what I don't normally do, is leave it separate and paint it, separately and then attach. But I need to get this done by the 16th or before the 16th because he's like, oh, I'm now concerned I need it sooner. I'm like, we'll see about that. You gave me the 16th, and you can't backtrack on the deadline. But it's going pretty fast, so very cool. I think it's really good. It's a lady. That is her hair back there. Not all of this. I mean, there's basically a feathered cloak. She's got long hair. She's got this really cool helmet and a flaming sword, and I'm really happy with how this is coming out. TotalCon, I really like it, but unfortunately it's downstairs. It's downstairs because I gotta seal it. But it's a dog in a dragon costume, sitting on a pile of loot that includes like boxes and books. So I put down a couple of board games. I sort of painted indications of this, and then I painted a couple like little, just very quickly, almost kind of sketchy D&D book covers that are so hopefully recognizable. And then most of the pile was supposed to be a pile of gold, but I turned part of that pile, scattered throughout, into poker chips, which was really dumb because they took forever. Because I had to paint each one of them different colors, and then I had to put the white stripes on them all, and I'm like thinking, I'm glad I didn't do the whole thing. There's still a pile of gold there, though. Yes! With faction outs the player as a theater kid like tieflings do in D&D. I never really thought about it. I figured like a class. Which faction and what? Warhammer? I don't know. Harlequins? I think Harlequins would be a good choice for a theater nerd. If you think about it. That's the one that makes sense to me. I don't know. Assuming you're talking Warhammer, you're talking some other. Well, name the game, because there's a lot of games with factions. Like with D&D, I would have thought that if you just played a bard, it would absolutely out you as a theater nerd, or a music nerd, or a performing nerd, because that's what I do. I used to actually do high school musical theater for my high school. I didn't do anything fancy. I was always just in the chorus, but hey, good enough. It was fun. That's a good question. But yeah, let me know what faction you're talking about, what game you're talking about to better answer. Warhammer. I like teasing about car girls being canon. Car girls. What do you? You know what? This is I'm old. What is a car girl? Is that like cat girl? Okay, yes. In which faction? Cat girls being fat. Well, you know, there is like, I'll bet you there. I know there's the maid marines, which have cat ears actually. I don't know if you've seen them. But someone developed some space marines that were cat girls, but they're made, like, you know, Japanese anime maids. Complete with cat ears. Too bad, I think Alley Cat probably had to go, but Alley Cat actually had those. By the way,
Oh yeah, those are good.
I know she's an amazing painter.
Yeah.
Oh my god. She is so good. Like, oh no, we're talking about her. She's here. We'll stop talking
Oh
about her.
no, yeah.
So, Alec, you did the Maybreeds. I was discussing about how good a painter you really are. I was gonna say you need to go to ReaperCon some year and get a gold medal because I think you can. she got she placed in one of the Reaper monthlies with a dragon. All right, so Mister Fix It. If you want, post links. I'm very link friendly. Post a link. I'll include you in our show and tell, which is basically also, I do have a Discord if you want to join it. Hang out with a bunch of painters and gamers. And what I do on Saturdays when I'm streaming. That's the key. I have to be streaming. I do 9 conventions a year, so I tend to be away a lot on Saturdays. I'm sorry, all my European friends. But when I'm here, I do show and tell. And we will do show and tell today. So if you want to post anything up, please do it now. I'm just going to get started. It's only 2 minutes early. Also, I have tons of fun channel points and things. Please feel free to use them. I've got sound effects that are free to use. I have ones for bits, but don't use them unless you want to give me bits. I can't believe that. I'm talking about Alley Cat and she appears. Let me put on Discord.
Is that kind of like D&D and you say the name and you roll 0 on the percentile dice?
Oh god, we're going back to old D&D, huh?
Yeah.
To second ed or AD&D? I don't know when
that was AD&D.
That was AD&D?
Yeah. I mean, probably was in second ed too, but I learned it from AD&D.
Alright, let's see. So, where's my channel? I've lost my mind. Okay. We'll have to make sure I go back to that channel. Okay. Hopefully I'll remember to go back, because unfortunately I started in the October channel. I suppose I could start there, but usually I start with 3D printing. Alright, so, as I said, if you want to get in on this, if you have any pictures or you have any social media you want to share, Mr. Fix-It, please do so. One of the things I find is so much fun about running the stream is I get to see what all of you get to do too. I'm running a Discord and I get to hang out with cool people. So I started my Discord to continue to hang out with cool people. Look, there's a cat. So apparently, yeah, this would be where we start. So, well, November, when was my last stream? It had to be November 1st. So, here's a 3D print from Mama Beat. Mama Beat, of course, has a bazillion cats and such. And every time you get a 3D printer, she was supposed to get a cat. So, I think that's Sophia. Apparently she, you know, It's got to be what cats do, get in the way when actual printing needs to happen. Alright, so the only other thing I have in there is Sionis actually has not been printing. He's been my main 3D printer for this channel. Sionis is Mama Beep's husband. The other one who's been posting a lot is Simply Make Toys. Let's see if I can blow this up. Simply Make makes all sorts of simple machines and fun toys and things like that. And I think with their 3D printing. It's so cool. I'm gonna put that on again. I just love this stuff. They do. Oh wait, I need to get out of this. Alright. Alright. That's all for 3D. Come on, guys. It is Sophia. Yeah, okay, it is Sophia. She's such a cute kitty. She is Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. I'm gonna take a quick break. Someone was calling me from downstairs, and I probably could use some bio and grab a bite to eat. So
that's a good idea. Since I got something that can get everyone's attention with. So Cyanus, it's good to see you. I hope so. I will be just been busy with other things. I'm filling your channel with more soon. I'm excited. Although I really do like that picture. Alright, work in progresses. What have we been working on? So, I'm just gonna put this. So, Smart Goblin. Oh yeah, this was after. This was the last thing. So, these are all minis that the Smart Goblin is preparing to do for the month of November. He goes by quantity. Into fast paints, try to get stuff on the table, which honestly, I keep saying is something I really need to do more of. And I do. I need to totally, seriously, paint things faster. Obviously, I do have my competition work, like the Frost Giant, but I really, there's lots I paint that they don't have to be this level. So I need to really learn how to paint faster. And I think Smart Goblin's got the right idea. So Shanur, first paint on the base of the monolith. So, oh yeah, this is the astronaut project. I love it. So there's a tiny astronaut thing. There's a little competition going on too, I believe, for those. I actually have them. And I did start a diorama. And I don't know what I did with it. It's somewhere. It is somewhere in my room. Where I have those tiny astronauts. I took a diorama class at ReaperCon. And it was actually involving those tiny astronauts. Mine's going to be called Break Time. Because I found like a little vending machine. Or a big vending machine. So, Smart Goblin, let's see. So, there's some work in progress. So, it's got I think that's Patrick the Starfish. And he's put some shorts on him. And something, I don't know what that is in the bottom. I'm pretty sure after it's painted, it'll be pretty obvious. And then we've got some ones started painting. Added a little base there. Gary? So look what I picked up from the post office today. So Shanura got a bust. I actually bought one bust. I actually bought a bust at ReaperCon that maybe at some point I'll do. Gary the Snail. Oh, Gary the Snail. Oh, that's what that is. It's Gary the... Yeah, okay. Now I see it. Oh, you know what it is? Okay, so there's little antenna. Because of the way they're photographed, I thought that was one piece and not two, and now I realize that's two antenna. But yeah, that is definitely a snail. Gary the snail. Did you do SpongeBob? I know you did another one, but did you do SpongeBob? So next project, more big wings, General of the Empire and Imperial Griffin. That's what I said. Alley Cat's really freaking good. This is like just the start. No, just Patrick and Gary. Oh, you need to do a SpongeBob at some point in the future. Just cut a piece of sponge into his shape and make him a little SpongeBob. They're really good. Yeah, I love your Patrick. I can't wait to see that whole thing painted too. Beautiful wings. Okay, work in progress. I think one of my favorite pieces, like of this, like the cluster here, and that you're doing, as I love that he reminds me of something in oh my god, what's the friggin' comic? Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Mr. Fixit. I appreciate that. Said, welcome for real to the tavern. Please come back and visit at some point. Hellboy, thank you. It's got very Hellboy vibes. I love the two. It almost looks like a demonic version of wow, my brain is just shut down. A Twi'lek. It's a big fat huge Twi'lek. But it's definitely got really cool Hellboy vibes. I love that piece. I love all of it. Actually like the rhinoceros, but he almost looks like he's wearing his bathrobe. It looks comfy. But and I like the colors you started out with them too. I actually really like the orange with the green there, and now of course that purple in the undershirt. That's cool. I like that. I like the rhinoceros too. Started painting the monolith and the astronauts. Oh, I'm so excited. Cool. Oh, and the monolith is reflecting because you painted the reflection in there. Very nice. And you've got colorful astronauts. Oh, I like them. Oh my god, I tend to think traditional terms, but I really like that. That handle looks familiar, by the way. A little contrast. I really dig it. And it's very, yeah, you want red and green. They're not Christmas red and green, so they work. And then you've got like a neutral. It's cool, and but it's neutral in between them. This bluish, silvery tone. Really nice. Been fighting with Discord only to remember I have none of my stuff on my phone. Well, you can come back here and get the Discord from me, or you can find me on socials. I'll give it to you or whatnot. But if you have a link, you just want to post a link into the channel because you can't get to Discord, please do. Wait, are you not putting the green one on there? I see the green one. Would you kill the green? Did you kill the green one? Now, Shanur, I'm going to throw up a little bonus challenge here. Are you going to paint, especially if these guys are close enough, and you're reflecting back here, are you going to put a reflection of the astronaut into your monolith? Oh, he's gonna sit on the top of the monolith. Oh, so you are gonna put the reflections of them in there. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you need to put him in there too. That's gonna be amazing. That's all the work in progress, guys? Jeez. Alright, finished. We got that. So, Bacon Golem. What did Bacon Golem give me? I believe that's more Hearthkin. Or Squats from 40k. Oh my god, they're releasing... What the hell did they just premiere? I think it's Necro. Oh, it's Necromunda. They're doing a Necromunda set of squats. I watched. They had a huge preview yesterday, and I ended up watching live. Oh, it was hilarious though. They had their technical difficulties, for sure. Um, they had so many issues with the sound. They were at, I believe they were actually at the event, which is what doesn't usually happen. Usually they record it first and then they play it for the event, and then everyone else gets to see it after. But this time they actually were at the event. I don't know if they recorded it or if it was actually live, but they had so many issues with their sounds, and it kept popping in and out a couple times too. I'm so sorry. Why is that a representation of my stream, Twitch? Should I be insulted, Twitch? I should be insulted that they even put it on my friggin' stream. What the hell? Come on, Twitch. Jeez. I mean, unless it's because we're gamers and they expect that we're just gonna, we need that, you know, because we can't get up. Oh my lord. Or are we all just getting old? That came out nice though. So, okay, so one of the things I saw, even in his prep, was these Impact Mini Gugs for Starfinder. That kids came out really good, actually. These are almost like comic-y, like because there's a lot of black lining and such. I really like these. They're creepy as fuck though, as a Gug is. So, nicely done. And creepy, just creepy. I like the color traces too. Oh god, I'm sorry. Alright, so yes, here's the finished Patrick and Gary. Oh my god, now see that? Oh, you flipped, I think you flipped the view of Gary where you had it before, but that's so cool. I love Gary. I like the fact it looks like you put, it's a piece of fabric. I like the eyeball. I like how he's been sort of, you know, crafted as much as anything else. But put like the googly eyes and it came out really, really good. I actually really like the base. I like this little pattern done on the base. I love Gary. Gary, oh, so you can pull him up. Okay, so I love Gary though. Look at the eyes. Whoops. No, your piece is not boring. It's just the time of day. I like the purple flowers on his shorts too, which I think is the actual colors. Okay, there it is. Yeah, with the little magnet on it. That's cool. I like the fact that you can pull them on and off the base, depending on your use. But I love Patrick came out so good, and he's so funny. I dig the googly eyes with the eyebrows and the little. It almost looks like Velcro, like red Velcro. It's got that pattern to it. Prefer Invader Zim to SpongeBob. Invaders, I never watched, actually I haven't really watched either. I don't have a lot of time for TV. So, it just kind of, it is what it is. So I don't have, you should actually do Invader Zim and, I can't remember the name of his little buddy there. The Doom Song. That's all I know from Invader Zim is the Doom Song. I know the kind of the premise.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey, so we're talking about Invader Zim and SpongeBob. So here's the finished Patrick and Gary. Just really cool. And these are like total kit bash, total original sculpts and things. Yeah, welcome back, Night Whisper. We're going through finished stuff.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I have nothing posted, and I haven't done any painting in 2 weeks.
Well, no, I'm kidding. You
Yeah.
actually haven't really had time to paint in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Lunch took longer because my wife, because we have the other people helping us out, she treated everyone to a linguini's lunch. So remember that place we ate lunch at 2 total cons ago,
Oh,
the
I think
Italian place?
so. Yeah, that was really good. Why the hell didn't we
Yeah,
go
so
back
she
there?
bought a bunch of stuff and brought that home. So I was like, oh, antipasto, lobster. There was a lobster fettuccine. So,
Oh,
so I was like, oh, okay, I'm eating.
lobster fucking. I can't even really eat lobster anymore. I'm
uh,
presuming because Shannara, he's making dinner. He usually does about this time. Yeah, he's not working. Alright, so, Alley Cat. World Eaters Master Executions. This would be another friggin' awesome Alley Cat piece. Yeah. So good. Oh my word, Alley Cat. You're a good painter. That came out really
oh
nice.
yeah, that's awesome.
That came out really good. There's a reason why she friggin' wins Bar Hammer, you know?
Well, yeah, it was awesome that swooping hawk, the how clean the feathers were, and then the freehand on top of that.
I
That was
think
awesome.
this is. Okay, hang on. Because I'm in streamer mode, it cuts off the people's names, and I'm pretty sure this is Black Skull, but I want to be sure. Oh, I think actually Mr. Fix It did make it to Discord, so um yeah, this is Black Skull. So just wanted to confirm. Sometimes I remember the pictures too. So this was this year's ReaperCon Sophie. Uh which I have one. Still sitting in the box. So this is definitely Black Skull's got a very distinctive style. I've he posts in here quite a bit, so very definitely his strongest thing is his comic book style such, and even she's kind of got that feel. She's got sort of the lines and such, but the colors he picks are pretty distinctive, and this does definitely feel like one of his pieces. That came out really, really nice. I think my favorite thing is the shot of this pinky purple that for the skirt part. Actually, I don't think this. I wasn't sure this was the ReaperCon Sophie. This was a special Sophie they did that was based on Warhammer. But I don't think it was the. I mean, maybe it is, but I didn't think that was the ReaperCon Sophie. I'd have to go look. Because obviously, I said I have it. I also really like the wings and like the sort of leathery texture he got out of that. Smart Goblin. So, Smart Goblin and this archer. Very nice. It's actually a very ranger piece, but it's interesting how it's like you went more ninja with the color scheme with this blue and black. But I like the orangey reds that work well with the piece, with the colors. Very nice. Good job. I like it. I like the backpack. It's like it kind of needs this, and it's sort of. It's this. They're both reddish tones. It actually does work with the base. It sort of helps draw your eye around the piece. All right, I'm gonna go to October. Oh, there's another piece in there, or maybe there isn't. Okay, yeah. So last time we saw Baldy's, this goblin. So this time we've got for Halloween Cursed City Deadwalkers. Cursed City, one of the most amazing set of minis in existence. There's the reason why the box set. By the way, they just announced a new quest, and the minis are, of course. GW really just keeps knocking out of the park when it comes to the minis. Their new Warhammer quest, no exception. They have really cool things in there. Oh my god, these are just so good. And it's like the little details, like, the gravestones and such, because they're coming out of the ground and they just kind of carry it with them. Just really friggin' cool. You did a great job too. I mean, like the roses on this, the flowers really pop. I like it. And then for October, I assume this is also from Bacon Golem. October is definitely one of the prompts. Hey, I do have a series of prompts. October seemed to actually garner quite a few entries this time. I'm like the worst at doing my prompts, so it's totally an optional thing. Unfortunately, because of all the competition stuff I've been doing on stream and whatnot, and everything else is basically commissions and such that I'm doing outside of here, that I don't really have time to do my own challenges. I'm so sorry. But I love this orky guy. Okay, yeah, that was it. For some reason, it showed that I hadn't looked at the channel, but I had looked at the channel. That's it. What I got? We have anything else? Let's turn that off. All right. Also, Mr. Fixit, if you're still around, I do, obviously we're miniature centric Discord, but I have things for other forms of art and whatnot, so, and you could put your Gunpla or your models in the miniature section. As far as I'm concerned, they still count. They are miniatures. They are smaller than the real size thing, so. All right, so we're back. You back to work, Night Whisper?
Yeah, I'm here. I was sending out some text messages to people. I forgot to let them know that don't normally watch streams that sometimes will pop in to make donations and stuff for Extra Life.
Well, this is a special occasion, and I might actually be seen tomorrow night. Because you said
right.
what, starting at 9?
Yeah. If you need to start early, I can also start early because I'm streaming all day. So.
No. I don't need to start earlier. I said I have that game. I actually have to go respond to it, say, yeah, I'll be there. No, I have a game from 6:30 to 8:30. So 9 o'clock actually is a really good. I mean, if worst comes to worst, I come in a couple minutes early. That is if I am awake enough and don't get yoinked away to do RP elsewhere or whatnot. I have some play-by-post stuff going on, so. Wow, all I did in this 2-hour period was I did the base of the metal metallic gold.
Oh,
yeah, let's talk, by the way, since I got a couple minutes. What are we doing on the top of her head? What are we doing on this? I know what you're saying, and it is a problem because everything is so really freaking flat.
Yeah, I hate that because a totally flat surface that's vertical is the hardest thing to do NMM. I started doing something that looked like garbage, so I'm gonna completely repaint that. Well, last time I worked on it's totally dry, so I'm gonna probably look around for some references and maybe just get some pieces of metal and take pictures and figure out what to do there. So
I think looking for some painted references would probably be your best bet. Like it's something flat. There's got to be something out there that somebody figured out how to do. But I mean, it's a good start on my little detail. I'm on to all the little details. I think. Oh my god, I'm so happy, by the way. I am not afraid to bomb like a section out and start over. So I redid her boob. I redid her right boob because I didn't like the flare. It just didn't read correctly. And now I'm so much happier with it. And I put some clouds in because it's reflecting the clouds. I'm debating what I like this one right here. I may kill that. I'm not sure, but I may kill it. Because I'm not sure if I'm loving it very much. I like the clouds I've got on there for the most part, but... Although it would show there if any in any spot. So she's standing on a mountain. Alright, so where did you put him on Discord? Oh, I gotta reopen Discord. Oh, it wasn't closed. Okay, fine. We got some bonus pictures for show and tell. Weird but means well. That's an interesting, It is not too late. I have not popped up. Okay, so... I've seen you somewhere before, I swear. Thing! It's Thing! By the way, I just watched, Fantastic Four First Steps last night.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
I saw that a while ago.
It was pretty good. Actually, we watched both Thunderbolts and then that. We both like Thunderbolts a little better than the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, no, Thunderbolts was one of my favorites.
That was a fun... That was such a fun movie.
I know, it was so well done, and then I loved Dave Harbour. Florence Pugh was awesome as Yelena.
Yeah.
Her character's so good. It's like, it's just cool because it's about a bunch of almost like broken characters. Each one of them has taken some reputational hit, done bad stuff, and it's just so good. I
like David Harbour's character the best.
Yeah.
Oh my god. He's an amazing actor. And it's like, you wouldn't even like... You can kind of see his face there, but the makeup and such... It's hard to see him as the same guy from Stranger Things.
I've been rewatching Stranger Things. I've been running it in the background while cleaning. Especially because the new season's about to start.
Alright.
The final season.
So... I really love this guy right here. Actually, instead of putting decals, he did freehanding, I think. That looks free-handed to me. Really nice done. And it's white. Like, who does white? Who wants to do white? You, gross. But no, this is white and it's really nicely done. I like that piece. Wow. I do. I assume that is all free-handed. Maybe not the little caution thing there. That looks like it's a decal, but these look like they're painted. Nicely friggin' done. I really, really like this. I don't know if you know what, maybe I need to do that in my Battletech stuff that I want to bring to Adepticon, so. You're only doing the one piece, huh?
For Adepticon?
Yeah.
It'll depend on how slow or fast it is. It is a dragon, so it's a large piece, so it could be quite time consuming. So I just don't want to overcommit. I was
gonna say, just remember, miniature selection is half the battle in a competition. You've got to pick a good piece to do. Yeah. I mean, the thing is the dragon, you might have to do all those stupid scales individually if you really want to make it pop. Which honestly, you can do with oils.
That's easy in oils.
Yeah, it's not bad with oils. So here's some of the Gunpla models. I will tell you this. I love the guy on the right with this. We got this green to white. That's something really cool about that. Oh, you made some stencils. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. But you had to make the stencils, But that is like a trick I've seen that I've been, told how you can do like really good effective freehand stuff is actually use stencils. I don't know if it's so much freehand anymore, but still, you have to actually make the stencils, so it kind of still is. I do. I love this guy. I love the guy on our right with the gold truck. These are cool. You love white, don't you? Like, you just love the color white. Yeah. I'm gonna stick my tongue at him too. Very nice. Oh, I like the blue one. Oh, that's so pretty. You know what? You're missing purple. Oh, I was gonna say you're missing purple, but there's a purple one. So hi, my name is Carol. I'm addicted to the color purple. I do have a shirt somewhere that I haven't worn because I need a bigger shirt that says purple's always the answer. Oh, this came out nice. I love the purple one. Oh, camo one. Cool. You seem like you like white, you really like green. I like that camo. That's a nice, really nice paint job. Very, very nice. Oh, we got more. We got more. Okay, so. Now make sure I get them all. There's a green camo that I like. So you just went and took everything you have out. I'll bet you that's a friggin' I see the Ninja Turtles in the top of that picture because I see the pizza and the turtle green with the little scarves he's wearing. Cool, cool, cool. Actually, I like these. Wait, you got Christmas up already? That's a very cool nativity set. Actually, I kind of want it. And I'm assuming you maybe painted all the figures for that. All right, but anyways, the piece in the front is the piece that we're focused on. Thanks for the quick picks, though. Damn, I want that nativity set. I don't have a cat, but I do like cats. They're cool. Oh, I love this. I love this. I love all the details on this. It's a food truck. I love all the little signage and such. That's really nice. And I like the colors. I like the combo of colors on here. This sign really friggin' pops. The red on this doesn't pop as much because I think the value's a little close, which is the dark light. But also, it's a photograph, so mileage may vary. Very nice. Really, 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 really good stuff. Don't see tons of Gunpla on here, but you know what? I think it's... I know people do it, so maybe we could get Crimson to post. I think he does it. Alright. Now I'm going to close that out. Let's not kill... I want to kill the scene. I don't want to kill the scene. Alright. Alright, it is 2:30. Let me just check.
Alright.
I want to say I probably need to go, but let me just check.
So I do actually have to switch my stream over because I am scheduled to hopefully they're actually online and ready to go, but I am actually supposed to run some keys on stream.
Oh, you're doing that
in
now?
World of Warcraft. Yeah, so you know, if I planned it all ahead of time, I would have maybe done it differently. Although this was the only time the weekend we had to do it because one of our regular team is going to the movies tonight with his girlfriend, so we can't do it tonight. Otherwise, we'd have painted all afternoon.
Well, as far as I know, I have until 4, but I also guess I wouldn't hate having an hour off to kind of decompress and whatnot. But this was a really fun stream. I said maybe I'm not going to guarantee anything right now, but maybe I will be around tomorrow at 9.
Cool. That would be really cool. Yeah, just let me know.
I
And
mean, I miss doing this too damn much because of all the other shit going. In fact, I almost to there was a question when I was even gonna get today in because we Lisa wanted to have a meeting about AAC, and originally it was going to be starting at 3 where my game starts, and I'm like, but I really don't want to miss the game, so that's why she called and we talked on the phone this morning. That's why I didn't
yeah,
get any of
yeah.
my posts up about this. So yeah, maybe I'll come and get some more knocked out on this tomorrow. Um,
So I did some real quick work on the headpiece. It's still not where I want. I need to up the contrast a little bit.
I don't
So,
know what I want to do with it. I really don't know what I want to do with
because
it.
this is the other side is what I had before, and I really didn't know what to do with it. This side, I think, I just decided to make the top dark because I'm gonna do highlight on the edges on top, so I almost have to make it dark there, and I'll just make the brighter part in the middle towards the bottom, and then I'll do a dark with the base color at the very bottom of that. And I do have a gemstone setting that I need to paint too, on the
Yeah, it
side
looks like
there.
she's
So.
got could have some gems like in there and in
Yeah, yeah,
there.
yeah.
So
So
I'll probably do that. And yeah, she's got gems definitely in the helmet. I mean, obviously, I've got maybe a little advantage because my light source is a little lower. As I said, I'm going for
yeah,
sunset,
yeah,
so the sun is down very low in the sky, and she's very high on a mountain.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's why I have, that's why I have the flares on her armor there. I said
So
I'm gonna determine whether I want to keep that cloud. But
and
I'm very happy with this so
no,
far.
it's looking so good.
We'll
It's
see what
looking really good.
happens with
So
red
I
hair
did a
for her. I mean, I already went with cloudy, with she's a cloud giant, so I went with cloudy hair because I wanted a contrast between where the sun was hitting and where the back was. But I'll think about it. I'll think about it on maybe changing up her hair color. But I don't know. She's a cloud giant. I'm kind of sort of
yeah.
going traditional here. But that's what I do. I tend to go traditional on my pieces. Um, oh, I said we don't have it out. In fact, I gotta look. I gotta see if my. I don't think my my gold medal piece is part of my slideshow, which is really really dumb on my part. I need to
Yeah,
put
I
that
gotta
up.
update mine. My slideshow has some really old pieces.
I need
I
to.
can do way better now. So
I probably should change them out. But I like the
so
pieces I have in my slideshow.
so
Go ahead. Sorry.
today. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah. So today I did since we talked. I did a little bit. I added the little cherry blossom twig onto the fan. That was really
Nice.
tough because the fans got depleted.
Yep.
Uh, Form to it too. So that was not the easiest thing to paint. I did some branches there. I added shading to the eye sockets and things on the faces. I had experimented briefly with making it like a fire where it's lit from the inside, but it really didn't play well on the faces. And then I'd have to repaint all of the smoke to have it be more like fire. When my original concept is this is kind of like spectral, ghostly energy, so it's not actually a fire. I painted it yellow to have the color contrast with the purples, but I didn't want it to actually be fire. It's supposed to be more like of a ghostly or spectral energy or something. So that means it's the the shape itself is what glows. It's not the internal heat of a flame that's coming out. So I reestablished the darker lines in the faces, but still wanted it glow, so I didn't make it too dark.
Miss.
And then I added shadows to the
It's good.
freehand flowers there.
That's really good. That's right, Mr. Fix It. Do you mean the mini that he's got there that he's working on? He said, I love his Oni. Is that an Oni technically?
She's in the game she's a necromancer, but she works with the Oni. Like those are Oni spirit heads. The heads are Oni,
I
and she's
wasn't.
kind of like a necromancer. She's the end boss of Eldfall Chronicles Northern Wind, which is a Japanese Eastern styled game. So there's actually some of the enemies are Oni, but you can't wait to get to painting because the figures are really nice, and and the heroes are all kind of JRPG designed. So
I love it. It's beautiful. It's
yeah,
absolutely beautiful.
thanks.
So yeah, it is a beautiful piece. He was originally going to do it for Barhammer, and then that did not happen. So now he's just finishing it because it's
Yeah,
cool to get it done for this board game that he has.
and of course I start with the end boss of this basically a
Of
dungeon crawler
course.
campaign
Why wouldn't you?
rather than the characters or the first enemies are gonna fight.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know, I don't blame you.
it was a really cool mini. I really wanted to paint it, so
So, and then I said did a little more work on mine. Are we rating out somewhere?
let's see. Yeah,
Where the
I
hell
am
is?
actually gonna just.
Or do you? Are
I'll
you?
probably drop out and switch to WoW. And so as I otherwise normally I would say, oh yeah, raid into me, but everyone's mini painters, not WoW players, so
I
um,
know I was gonna raid into you, and now you've ruined that.
yeah.
So yeah, so I
So
basically did all the shadow of the gold on this to like have a starting point to put the sunset colors into. So I'm hoping to have a little bit of a difference. And if you look, my areas are all a little different. So like my armor looks a little different than like her legs, looks a little different than her hair. So it's subtle because the sunset, like a real strong sunset, really, really, really changes the colors to those colors. I've noticed
oh
because
yeah,
I've been looking at like sunset pictures and it turns everything golden orange when it's that at the golden hour.
yeah.
It's probably like the name of the piece.
Yeah, it was like when you were first working on it a couple of weeks ago, I was like, oh, it I can't tell where it's going, because you're still working out the
Yeah.
colors and they weren't all there, right? And then the last time you posted, I was like, oh my god, that's looking really good. I'm doomed.
So I'll put it this way: I didn't know where I was going either. I did not know.
uh,
Like this whole thing, as I said, it's an experiment for me. It's me trying to push my art further than that frost giant was from last year. It's me trying to get to find the next step, and in what I'm doing. And I mean, so far so good. But I've had to redo things on this. I went and totally redid the skin. Like I did not like. I had to do it about 3 times to get it to where I liked it. I mean, I had to go bring her outside and get photos in like sun, and then I decided to go sunset. So even those photos weren't good. They always told me where I wanted to light things up. But otherwise, I was lost. I was so lost when I started, and then said the sunset really made a difference. Because originally it was going to be like noonday, you know, afternoon, sun, and then I was like,
yeah.
wait, why not sunset? And I think did it because I was putting in a search on Google Images for sun pictures on skin, and so I saw a sunset one, and I was like, ooh, that's really cool. Maybe that's what I'll go with. So I think it's working. And then I decided to up the degree of difficulty by going Earth Sky non-metal metallic, not just a non-metal metallic, but the Earth Sky version, which is everything's reflected. So that's why. And I have when I go in to paint like the rocks around her, it's gonna be this warmer. It's gonna be like a warm gray or a brown. Is what I'm gonna do all the rocks in. I don't know. I'm still trying to debate whether or not it pick up this at all. This, the reflection would pick up this at all. The column, but I don't think so. It's out too. I don't know. Maybe it isn't. Nah, maybe it isn't. So maybe I might have to try to work that in. I still need to figure out what color I'm even doing this pillar. Probably a white. So, lots of decisions to be made, and this definitely is like the hardest thing I've ever tried to pull off. We're gonna see if I do. I'm so afraid. Like I say, there are no mistakes in this hobby until you leave them in your final product. But this one has me nervous that I'm gonna screw something at a point where I'm not gonna be able to fix it. I had to actually scrape off one of her boobs to get it because I told you I did not like the flare.
That sounds painful.
Yeah, well, fortunately, it's just the armor on her boobs. But I mean, this flare is so much better looking
Yeah.
than it was. I did not like it before. So, all right, where are we raiding to?
All right, so what I'm gonna do is probably just drop out of the stream together then,
Okay, we'll
and
take
then
everybody somewhere.
and
You want to go
then
Ghoul's Studio?
then I'll switch over to WoW. But thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for co-streaming with me.
Yeah.
Thanks for the donations. Again, everyone, please consider making a donation at my fundraising page for Boston Children's Hospital. It's done through Extra Life.
Please do.
And thank you, everyone. I am going to drop out.
Awesome.
Yeah, they're awesome. They're really good. So, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.
Maybe I'll see. Yeah, maybe you'll see me tomorrow too. So I look forward to it. Hopefully I'll get here, if I'm not too tired or whatnot. I have paint day tomorrow after all.
Oh yeah, you have that. Yeah, I won't be able to go because even if I wasn't streaming tomorrow, I'd be cleaning the house. Like I think the contractor is coming Monday.
Maybe you can come on the 23rd.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
So. I gotta post up on. When I'm off of this, I gotta post stuff up on Discord, in my own personal painting page, saying, "Hey, this is when our dates are." It's a little late, but hey, it's there. So, all right. Fine, you go drop out. Take care, and then I'm gonna probably raid into. I'll go to Ghoul Studio, I guess.
All right. Okay. See you, everyone. Bye.
Bye, Net Whisperer. All right, I'll do my usual. I'm gonna hit the raid button. Yeah, we'll see how many people here. Maybe people would switch over. Okay, so we'll go to Ghoul Studio. And I'll do my usual bye. Alright, so what's on our way? Alright, so thank you guys who are still here very much for hanging out at the Painted Hero Tavern. My next stream should be on Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern. And of course, I also stream on Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern and Saturdays at 12:30. I may have said I may be on tomorrow night, streaming with Night Whisper for his Extra Life campaign. And that'll be at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern. I'll also be on the Murder Hobing channel on YouTube at 6:30 for our game for the Corsairs of the Azure Atoll. That's 6:30 to 8:30 on YouTube under Murder Hobo Inc. or M Hobo Inc. Otherwise, I think that's it for now. I hope you all have a lovely weekend. And until next time, our paths cross at the Painted Hero Tavern. I hope life is grand. And happy painting. And support Extra Life!